Are the members' savings safe with the HER Finance SACCO?
Yes, the member money is safe in the HER Finance SACCO because first of all, our SACCO is registered and licensed.
Welcome to the Frequently Asked Questions by the HER Finance SACCO members, where we'll help you better understand savings, governance, loans, and shares in the HER Finance SACCO. To start with, the HER Finance SACCO is governed by 7 elect members, where Vicky is the chairperson of the SACCO and I am the treasurer of the SACCO. Today we'll be taking you through the frequently asked questions by most of the SACCO members who have been in the SACCO or are joining. So Vicky, please can you take us through the commonly asked questions about the SACCO membership? How do I become a SACCO member?
Thank you, Martha, for the opportunity. To become a member of the SACCO, you must be a Ugandan aged 18 years and above, a Ugandan or non-Ugandan, because we have people from outside also. Then you pay a one-time non-refundable membership fee of 20,000 to our bank account or even via our mobile money codes. Then after that, you send us a copy of your national ID or a passport for those that are outside Uganda. Then from there, you will fill up what we call a membership form. In that membership form, it has an SACCO test that you will be required to fill. Usually we give that test to check on the personality traits of someone. So things to do with honesty, integrity, organization. So from that form, then you will join a WhatsApp group of the SACCO. That is how you become a member of the HER Finance SACCO.
What happens if I want to leave the HER Finance SACCO? Like, what are your procedures for exiting?
A member should fill in a written document to the SACCO management, provided you fulfill all the SACCO obligations. Say you have a loan with a SACCO. First, make sure that you clear all that loan that you have with a SACCO. And another thing, maybe you guaranteed someone for a loan. Make sure that this person has paid fully their loan, and then you can exit in good terms.
SACCO members have voting rights?
Yes, SACCO members have voting rights, provided you buy the minimum 5 shares as a member.
Okay, so what are the benefits of me becoming a SACCO member with HER Finance SACCO?
Okay, one of the benefits is you get access to affordable loans, because when you look at our interest rate in the SACCO, it is too low. Imagine getting a loan at 1% and at reducing balance. So that is one of the benefits. Then you have an opportunity to invest and save. Yes, because in the SACCO, we promote the culture of saving. You have someone to call you and remind you, Vicky, you have to save. Martha, you have to save every month. Then the dividends that we give out from the shares, and then the interest earnings from the savings. You, as a member, when you save. Yes, then we can talk about the continuous financial education that we give to our members at a free cost. And even the discounts that we have from the partnerships within the HER Finance SACCO community. So you get access to those discounts.
So Vicky, you mentioned the 20,000 membership fee that is non-refundable. What happens to that 20,000 once I exit the SACCO?
Like I earlier said, the 20,000 that you give us, it's a one-time fee that you pay, and it's non-refundable. So it helps in the daily operations of the SACCO. But at time T, if you want to rejoin the group, say you exited the group, but you want to rejoin the group, you can still come back because you paid your 20,000 earlier. So this time round, when you're coming back, you will not pay the 20,000 again, since you paid your one-time membership fee while joining the group.
You've answered questions about membership. Please answer some questions about shares. What are SACCO shares?
SACCO shares represent ownership in the SACCO, and usually these ones determine your voting rights and the eligibility for dividends, because at time T, if you buy shares as a finance person, you expect to get a reward. So a reward for ownership of shares is a dividend. SACCO shares represent ownership into the SACCO, and this determines your voting rights and the eligibility for dividends, because when someone buys shares, they expect a reward or a financial benefit called a dividend. So when one buys shares, they expect a dividend, and that is what the SACCO shares are all about.
You mentioned dividends. Are dividends guaranteed in the HER Finance SACCO?
No, dividends are not guaranteed because here we look at the financial performance of the SACCO in that particular year. So if the members agree at the AGM that they are going to get dividends, yes, we can give them out. But there are instances where members would say, let's reinvest this money into the SACCO and we maybe grow our capital base or increase on our share capital. So it's not a guarantee that every time at the AGM or every annual year or every new year, we shall give out dividends.
So can I withdraw my shares?
For shares, no. Shares is something that is non-refundable. So when you join the SACCO and buy the 5 shares, you can either transfer your shares to someone else and they buy them off, maybe at a discount or at that particular amount, but they are not refundable in the SACCO.
So do shares affect my loan eligibility?
Yes, one of our determinants or something that we look at when giving out loans, we look at the shares. Do you have the 5 shares that you're supposed to have as a member? So it is one of the requirements for you to access our loans in the SACCO. So after paying your membership, you buy at least the 5 shares. Minimum is 10,000 for every, like the nominal value of a share is 10,000 in a SACCO, and you buy 5 of them, that makes it 50,000. So it's a requirement for everyone, and for you to access a loan, you must have bought the 5 shares that are minimum.
So I've constantly heard shares and savings. What is the difference between the two of them?
Let me start with shares. Shares, like I earlier said, this is ownership into the SACCO, and they are non-refundable. Whereas savings, these are deposits made by members, and they earn interest. So with the shares, you will get the dividends, whereas in the savings, you will earn interest, like interest on savings. So it attracts for you interest, whereas with the shares, it attracts for you dividends. But more with the savings, it is more liquid. So anytime you want to withdraw your savings, you can withdraw it as a member.
With that difference, please extensively explain what savings are for the Finance SACCO.
Like I earlier said, savings are just deposits made by members, and they earn interest or they attract interest for you. And these are used as a reference when you want to get a loan.
Is there a minimum savings requirement?
Yes, in the HER Finance SACCO, our minimum savings requirement is 10,000 per week. We made it as low as 10,000 so that even a stay-home mother can afford to save, because we want to instill a culture of saving within our members. That's why our minimum requirement is 10,000. So saving minimum is 10,000 per week. That means in a month, when you calculate very well, minimum would be 40,000. But we have members that save even more than that. It depends on how you want to save it, because I have people who save even 100,000 in a month. I have those that save 5 million. So depending on your ability, what you can afford is what you can save. But minimum is 10,000 per week.
Are members required to save every month?
Yes, I talked about consistency and being an active member. So if you want to be an active member, be saving every week or every month. But we have salary earners that would say, I'll deposit my money at once. Then that is also allowed. You can deposit your money anytime you want, even if it's at night, even if it's during day, even if anytime you can deposit, because our mobile money codes are working anytime, and then our bank account is active anytime.
Can I withdraw my savings anytime I want?
Yes, of course. Within the HER Finance SACCO, you can withdraw your savings anytime you feel like. There is a link that will give you each time you're going to do a withdrawal. You fill in that link, we shall get the back end and give you your savings.
Do these savings earn any interest?
Yes. When I was giving an explanation of savings, I said it earns interest. So in the HER Finance SACCO, as you're saving, you're getting interest on your savings. So your money is making for you more money. It doesn't stay the same at any time.
Are the members' savings safe with the HER Finance SACCO?
Oh, thank you, Martha, for that question. Usually people ask that question frequently. Yes, the member money is safe in the HER Finance SACCO because, first of all, our SACCO is registered and licensed, And then away from that, we operate our SACCO. It's managed under strict internal controls. Strict internal controls, the regular audits that we do in the SACCO, and then the strict supervision that is within the SACCO. So there are checks that we do each time to check on the operations of the SACCO. So the member money is so safe. Like signatories, we have different signatories. You cannot complete a transaction one person. Like me, I'm the final approver, but we have people who initiate. We have those that oversee the transaction. We have like a team. We work as a team. So it's not one person to initiate a transaction to the last dot. So all those internal controls that we've put in place help us to manage the SACCO well and the member money very well.
What happens to my savings if I decide to leave the SACCO?
Okay, you can leave the SACCO anytime you want, provided you give us a notice. Yes, you write to us a notice that you want to leave the SACCO, and we can give you your savings back. And remember, it even attracts for you interest, so you will even go with your interest. We give you back your savings.
How do SACCO loans work?
Remember earlier we talked about a membership form that you fill in. So with that membership form, the next part, it takes you to the HER test. So our loans start from that stage. Once you fill in that HER test, these are the results that we shall use when you're applying for the loan. So one of the requirements for you to get that loan is we shall look at your HER test results. Then the next thing, we shall look at your savings habit, savings history. Remember, our theme is, okay, we run on something called consistency. You must save with a SACCO at least a period of 6 months for you to get this loan. So we are looking at your savings, but you must be still consistent for you to apply for this loan or to get access to this loan. Then another thing would be your shareholdings. Did you buy the 5 shares that we talked about? Yes. If we check that you bought the 5 shares that we are talking about, then you're good to go for the loan. The another thing we will look at is your the guarantors. Remember, for you to access the loan, you need 2 guarantors. One should be within the SACCO and another one from outside. That is why we encourage people to know each other in the SACCO, such that at time T, when you need a guarantor, this is a person to bail you out. This is a person who knows you better. So in the SACCO, we encourage networking. So because all these things add up for you to qualify for a loan.
How much can I qualify for?
To start with, our loans are given at 1% per month at a reducing balance. That is the best method that you can give to your members. Yes, away from that, you can apply for a loan between 100,000 up to a maximum of 3 million. That is our starting point. You can go up to 3 million. But as time goes on, when you elevate your payment, we look at your credit history that you paid the first loan very well. Maybe you took a loan up to a tune of 2 million. Then we can elevate you to 3 million, 4 million. Because right now we have people who are taking 7 million in a SACCO. So the more you pay well, the more we elevate your eligibility for a higher loan in the SACCO.
What is the repayment period for the different amount of loan that I take out from the SACCO?
Okay, right now we have one loan type that we are looking at, and our repayment period is 3 months. So our loans stretch up to 3 months. But I know as time goes on, we shall need to adjust that. But right now we are looking at 3 months.
What happens if I fail to repay my loan in time?
The fact that we encourage our people to pay on time, we shall do follow-up calls. If you call me, like communicate to me earlier, Vicky, I failed to pay money on time, then we can give you an extension. We do not just put penalties on someone, but at least we give you that. We have a listening here that when you tell us ahead of time that for sure, Vicky, I will not be able to pay my loan on my due date, but give me an extension because we want to see you grow as a person. So we give you that extension. But as time goes on, we see that you're not responding to the agreed terms, then we can put a penalty on you as a person because this is a SACCO and we are playing on member money. So we want you to pay your loan because this affects even your credit history. Imagine you're not paying your loan well. In banks, if you default, your CBRA is affected. So that means when you go to the next bank, you will find difficulties in getting a loan. So that means your credit history is affected. So when you look at all that, that means you're even putting your guarantors at a risk, because right now, if you fail to pay, we shall be going to your guarantors now to bail you out. Because at the end of the day, this is member money that we are looking at, that we are borrowing within ourselves.
Thank you, Namuli Victoria, for your extensive explanation on the different frequently asked questions by the HER Finance SACCO members.
You're welcome.
For any feedback, please feel free to reach out to us at our offices at Skies Hotel Naguru, or WhatsApp or call the phone number on the screen.